why I have people do this for me.
All right. So I'm here with Street Outlaw veteran, pro mod racer, and owner, CEO of Central Power Systems and Services,
Correct.
Mr. Robin Roberts. Robin, appreciate you coming on with us. Thank you for doing it.
Welcome.
So we'll get right into the questions here.
Sure.
First off, so my son was a big diesel guy. He did a lot of power generation stuff. What did you see in that power generation business that led you to go out and buy that business and put it to where it is, which has skyrocketed over the last 2 years or so?
Yeah, the honest answer is I thought, I ran a business very similar but bigger, and I bought a little business that I thought I could build up, right? I never dreamed we'd build it as much as we did. All of that came about in the last few years because the market that we've become trusted and very good at, the data center market, just went nuts. And so we had a great business, growing business. I grew up from 100 million to 500 million, and then it went to 2 billion like this. And so
wow.
It's been a wild ride over 10 years. I love it. But it was me looking at the business and realizing that I had all of the experiences and knowledge and contacts to do it. But again, never expecting that the opportunity would be what it was. But I knew it was good. But, that's the honest answer to that is there's a little bit of luck and luck is where I think you put yourself in the best opportunity for success. So we've become very trusted in an industry that suddenly just went wild, and that's what we do.
Great. Wow. That's impressive. Very impressive. So now we'll get to the meat and potatoes here. Let's get to some racing stuff.
Okay.
So when it comes to street racing or track racing, what's your preference and why?
I cut my teeth street racing. I was too poor to go to the track. They always kicked us out because we didn't have some safety equipment or something. It just bothered me. So I just started street racing and I became very good at it. It was the most fun. We'd do it in the middle of the night. And still street racing is the most fun. But as you can imagine, it's very difficult anymore. And I think the second thing that impacted that is that cars just got fast. I street raced when we'd run full quarter mile, 160 miles an hour. Yeah. Now we were taking our car and going on the street 160 miles an hour in the eighth.
Yeah.
And that's just brutal. You can't run that out to quarter. You 200 plus miles an hour on a street. Crazy. So, I love life. And I thought I'd be around a little while. And so track racing is just now makes a little more sense. So hard to get a good street race going, but it's also, the cars have just become so fast. It's just a different thing, and the environment has changed. My life has changed. My business has changed. I can't take certain risks I used to take when I was young and dumb. Right.
It's amazing how much Prochargers and turbochargers have changed the racing game.
Lord help us, they're fast.
Yes, they are. They are. So, okay, building off of that, small tire, big tire.
I like big tire. And look, I started out small tire. I love small tire. But I like the big tire because it's just, this is going to sound odd because people won't quite get this, but it's actually more challenging than the small tire. And that's just to be real, because small tire, the limit's always the tire, and when the car gets upset, the car's upset mildly, and there's only so much you can do. When you got these giant floppers on the back, when that car gets upset and off the bars or or gets into tire shake, it does wild stuff very, very quickly, and it's like this separation point of driving, being a good driver, not being a good driver. And so, man, I like challenges, and so big tire's harder. I like it.
It's very hard to explain to somebody how violent tire shake is on a big tire car.
Yeah.
It rattles the car apart.
Yeah. If people don't understand it, and I'll make fun of my wife for just a second. First time I went out, not first time, but shaking the tires, we're in testing and shaking the tires, and I'm lifting every time. She says to me, we come back one time, she says, why don't you just drive through it? And I was like, there's the case of you don't understand. When you're in the car and it's doing that, literally you are blind. Your eyeballs are shaking. Your whole head's doing this. And you can't see anything when it's shaking hard. And so it's crazy. It's a crazy experience that I think unless you experience it, you have no idea what it is.
I've gotten out of a car with a headache before just from tire shake.
Correct.
It's incredible. And when they show people on TV and they say, oh, he drove through it, it makes people think, oh, it's just that easy. Yeah, you just drive through it. You just give it more gas and drive through it. But it's very difficult, very difficult. Thank you. So our fourth question we'll get into, what's your favorite track and why?
Ooh, I have an affinity for certain tracks that have memories. And so I almost just have to say, like this Jacksonville, North Carolina little track we went to one time and did a no prep and this track was rubber for 100 feet and then pavement. Like, it was the nuttiest place I ever saw, and we went there and won that race and had a good time. It was COVID, there was nothing else going on, the track was packed. Like, that was a lot of fun, and I don't even know, it's just a little I don't say junky, don't misunderstand, but you know, a little junky outlaw track in the middle of nowhere, but we had a lot of fun with that. In Darlington, I'm kind of a Carolina guy. We always talk about doing well in the Carolinas. Like Darlington, South Carolina, first MPK win. You know, just a place where we went back and we won several other no preps. Like, I just like those kind of tracks.
Yeah.
And the environment in the East, South Carolina, and in the Midwest, around like Kansas City and our home track, Flying H, like, it's such a different environment. I love the people out here just are into racing, and it's a blast.
It's funny, those coincidences here. I have made so many laps down in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So many laps.
Yeah.
And you were talking about the other track at my PB came at Darlington.
Yeah.
That's the fastest I've ever run in the car that I had was at Darlington Dragway. You know, and John Dock, the Pro Motor John Dock, and then they're running that track now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. So
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I'll have to go say hello. I just thought I like that track. It's a history thing.
It's
for
a
me.
really good track.
Oh, it's a great track. It's a great facility. I love the concrete, stands and all. Like, it's, I don't know. It has a lot of good memories.
And Rockingham seems to be coming around too. They're doing a lot of work down there.
Yeah.
So.
Now I crashed at Rockingham and I don't have quite that same memory. In fact, I have no memory. That's how hard we hit the wall.
Wow.
And we went back 2 years later. In my first pass, I wanted to go in the same lane, everything as I crashed in, because you want to get that stuff out of your head. It's like the bicycle thing, right? And so that's what we did.
Get that monkey off your back.
Yeah. But so that doesn't hit the register, but Darlington and Jacksonville did.
Great. All right, last question.
Yeah.
A personal question.
Sure.
Favorite food and where do you get it?
Oh my gosh. First off, I'm an eater. Like, I eat. I love to eat. Like, I plan my days around food. I plan my evenings around food. I love restaurants. I can tell you the top 5 restaurants I've been to in the world. I can tell you the best meals I've ever had in the world. Like, and those memories, again, the memories just stick with me. Food I love. I love good food. But I have to say, like, it's hard to, give me a good ribeye, cooked on a grill, good salts, baked potato next to it with some butter on it. Load me up with mac and cheese that's not too much cheese, but just enough mac and el dente, if you know what that is in Italian terms. Like, if you get all that right, I'm in heaven.
Great. Sounds good to me. So, all right, that's our 5 questions, Robert. Now, turn it over to you.
Okay.
Robin Roberts, what have you got going on? Races coming up, things going on, appearances, what do you got?
Well, we are going to do a lot of these IHRA races. We can't do them all. Like, my life, business, 7 daughters, 12 grandkids, it's just enough different that, we can only commit to so many races a year. So we're going to do some of the IHRA, we're going to do some of the Midwest Pro Mod, and that's probably all we're going to do. We may sneak out to some little ones with our street cars and stuff like that and just have some fun. But the main thing, that's going to be our main racing schedule for the year.
Gotcha. I'm going to ask a bonus question.
Sure.
What's going on with the Firebird?
Oh boy. So if you ask that question, I assume you mean the white and blue one? Yep. So my original Firebird Trans Am, I still have a great passion for that car. But I want to wait until I can do it right, until somebody can put the time in to do it right. And right for me in that car means super fast but drivable. I can drive it down to the Sonic, I can drive it to dinner, we can take it for a cruise, that kind of stuff, but still be brutally fast. It's got to run on pump gas, because that's the history of that car, is the fastest pump gas car in the nation. And so we're going to come back to that.
Sounds great.
Fastest pump gas street car in the nation. That's what it'll be.
All right.
Small time.
Great. Robin, thanks. Appreciate everything, and we will see you later.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I wanted to just jump on here real quick at the end of this. First of all, extend a very big thank you to the people who have participated so far in our Reaction Time 5-question series. Pro Modders John Dock, Jason Harris, Street Outlaws, Disco Dean Carnes, Robin Roberts, and Kai Kelly, Small Tire Racer Turbo John Phillips. We got Lyle Barnett coming up. We had a scheduling issue. We couldn't quite get up with him. He was in Phoenix this past weekend, so we're going to work something out with Lyle in the future. But if you're watching this, or if you or somebody watching this that knows someone, we've reached out to a couple people through Facebook Messenger and through some email, but we'd love to see if we could get some people, Fletcher Cox, if he's going to be nearby racing, Jason Terrell from 10 Soldiers, any of the Hoskinsons, Bill, Billy, Tommy, any of that group, we'd love to have you participate if you're willing and if you have the time. If you're going to be in the North Carolina area, I'll come to you wherever you're at. But any other, people from the Pro Series on the IHRA side, Manny Gordon's a big hit right now. If she's going to be here in North Carolina and she'd like to participate, we'd love to have her. We just appreciate the support. Don't have a lot to offer. There's a free t-shirt in it for everybody who participates. But I'm hoping this will do well, and I'm hoping people want to watch it. So if you're interested and you know any of these people, or if you're one of these people and you're seeing this video, it's not limited to those people. We'd like to have anybody. We love the Street Outlaw guys. I've reached out to Ryan Martin, Sean Ellington through Facebook Messenger. I know all these people are super busy, especially this time of year when racing season's getting started. So, but if you're going to be in North Carolina and you'd love to do it, a couple more. Justin Swanstrom, Corey Stronstrom, if you're going to be here. I know Justin's going to have an event down at Rockingham. That's just down the road from me. So, if anybody sees this or if you know any of these people, let them know. I can be reached at mike@BDE That's my email address. Just shoot me an email, and I'll make the arrangements to come to you. So, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate all the support. Again, if you're out there and you're looking at this and you want to go grab some merch on our website, like I said, every single penny that we make goes back into the Memorial Scholarship Fund for Ben, my son, to support people trying to complete an education in auto mechanics and diesel mechanics, trying to give back to our sport. So, go out there and grab some merch, and we'll see you later. Thanks. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.